intuitively, we've always known about talking about the other person. Like I don't know exactly what the effects are going to be, even if it's the truth that I'm talking shit about, but I have a feeling they're not going to be good.
It's not a good thing to speak ill about the other parent.
Right. Even if it's true.
Right.
And even from the very beginning, like some of the horrible shit that was going on, that it was like, I want to say something.
Right.
Because you should know exactly what the fuck is going on here.
Right.
But not speaking bad.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to find, like, I'm sure your mom's doing what she can, or I'm sure she loves you, or what, like, I don't know.
Right.
But knowing that saying bad things hurts the relationship somehow. And sticking to that for 17 years. For 17 fucking years.
Right.
And then for it to all finally come around.
The truth. Your actions. We are who we are. And even when she comes, we are who we are. The love that we have in our family is real.
Yeah.
We don't pretend to be someone that we're not.
Yeah.
We don't change the way we parent. We don't change the way we treat the kids.
Yeah. I flick them in public. I flick them in the house. Just kidding. I haven't flicked them in forever. But yeah.
But when you're an outsider coming in, it can seem fake. If you're not in a home that has that structure, that love, that support.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're putting on an act because I'm here.
This doesn't actually happen.
Because maybe that's what was told to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they put on their best act when you're there.
Yeah. And then it's over.
Right.
And that's.
But in time, doing the right thing by not speaking ill.
Yeah. You know, one of the things that end up happening, and it happened to me, and I've mentioned it on here before, you know, with my own dad. You know, like you say things over the years, you're the most important thing in the world to me. Mm. There's nothing that I wouldn't do for you. There's this, like these are things that we hear our parents say. Mm-hmm. And then eventually, as a kid, and we've learned about this when it comes to little kids and this religion documentary that we were watching. It's like when you're a little kid, you will believe anything that your parents say because they are your parents. They are the only thing that you know. You
look up to them.
The highest thing in the world for you.
Right.
And if your dad says there is nothing more important in this world to me than you, and I love you more than anything. Mm-hmm. Wow. Like my dad, that's how my dad feels. And then as you start getting older, you wonder, how come I don't really spend that much time with my dad? Or he's, or whatever the situation is. But you start to put together the words and the actions.
Right.
And you start to see if the actions actually do match up with what the words are saying.
Exactly.
And I remember that when our kids were younger, and I still do from time to time. Maybe I got to remember it a little bit more. But I do remember like times when the kids would be like, "Can we go to the park?" And it was like I had been fucking working all week, maybe working overtime or whatever. And it's like, fuck, I don't want to go to the park.
Right.
I don't fucking feel like going to the park.
Right.
But I do feel like being a good dad.
Right.
Where's the bikes? Like, let's throw the bikes in the trunk. Let's go to the park. Let's go ride around.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, I'll make the sacrifices because I don't want them to ever question whether dad actually loved us. He loved us so much, he did shit that he didn't want to do.
Right.
Because he knew that it would make us happy.
Exactly. Yep.
But there will come a day where they will put it together. And that's one of the things that I talked to Michaela about. I'm like, just look at the results. That's all you have to do. Look at the words and then look at the results and see if they add up.
Exactly.
Look at everything that you've been told about us. Look at what we've told you about us, what you've seen about us.
Mm-hmm.
And is what's happened over time, does that add up to what you've seen of us and what we've said, or what you've been told?
Right. Yeah.
And they end up figuring it out.
She started
Hopefully.
figuring that out on her own.
Yeah.
With the conversations.
Yeah.
And seeing the truth in both households.
Yeah.
You know, all I can say is, yeah, it's so important to not speak ill about the other parent. Let the truth will reveal in time.